Hello, everyone. Welcome to this series. My name is Ancha Maximus, and I'll be introducing you to the concept of the design of experiments and response surface methodology. So here I will introduce you to these principles in a clear, practical, and approachable way. So these principles, they are just potent tools that will help you to plan, analyze and systematically optimize your experiments. So whether you are a student or you are a researcher, an engineer in any field, or perhaps you may just be somebody who is curious to learn more about the principles of experimental design, know that this is a safe space for you. As here, I'm going to demystify experimental designs and show you how to plan your experiments smartly, analyze the data effectively, and optimize your results like the pro you desire to be. So don't bother if you've heard of it before, as here I will walk you through everything from scratch, teach you the basics of factorial designs to complex response-based methodology approaches, and show you how you can use relevant tools just to make life better for you in your work or in your research. So if you are ready to level up and learn new skills on experimentation, just hit the subscribe button and join our growing community. Let's just enjoy ourselves experimenting and doing things innovatively. What will we learn in this series? What are you expected to see? Here you are going to gain the basic knowledge, the basic principles, and the basic idea behind design of experiment and response surface methodology. You will also learn the common experimental designs that you can use in your work, whether you are in research, you are in academia, you are in the industry. I will show you the exact experimental design you can apply in any scenario you find yourself, such as the fractional, the factorials, the mixture designs, central commodity designs, mixture process designs, depending on whatever objective you are trying to achieve. I will show you which experimental design that you can easily hit on that and achieve the objective that you desire. I will show you how to code variables, how to generate design matrices, how to interpret regression models, and then I will also introduce to you and show you how you can use these models. You can use models feed into software, use this software to analyze and interpret results and make life easy for you. I will show you how to do these things in Excel, Design Expert, R, and other software which are relevant in analyzing and interpreting results from design of experiments. So it may sound a bit complex for now, but like I said, I promise you, I'm going to make these concepts very approachable and practicable. In fact, I will make it fun, and then you walk away with the confidence to apply design of experiments and response surface in your work and anywhere you find yourself. And of course, at the end, you will have a very big impression to give your supervisor and your colleagues. Why should you learn DOE? Why the concept of response surface methodology? See, in research or in experimentation, conducting experiments by changing one factor at a time while keeping others constant is a common practice. This is often called the one factor at a time approach. And in this approach, it's always very simple and anyone can do it, but it has a huge price which you have to pay for varying one factor at a time while keeping others constant. Take for instance, you are working with a process that is affected, or the overall quality of that process, or the overall outcome is affected by more than 10 factors. Can you imagine yourself vary one factor at a time while keeping others constant until you exhaust all those 10 factors? This is when experimental design and design of experiments will come in. It will help you to simultaneously study those factors together in a very structured way and help give us the complex interactions between those factors. When you study those factors together, you help gain insights on the interactions, how well those factors affect the response by interacting together. And another reason why you should study RSM is because it will help you to identify the most important factors that affect the overall quality. For example, the 10 factor process that I mentioned may not all be affected by those 10 factors. You know, there are some of the factors that will have a better significant effect on the overall quality. So when you conduct experiments in a structured way or with DOE, to give you that liberty to scale down those factors and identify which factors significantly affect the response more than which factor. At the end, eliminate those factors that does not have a big significant effect on the overall quality. So the third reason why you should learn DOE is because when you reduce the number of factors, you in turn reduce the number of experiments. And most researchers, most uh, industrial operations, they will always work towards optimizing costs. And you know, when you reduce the number of experiments, you in turn reduce the cost of experimentation and also reduce the experimental time. So the other factor why you have to learn DOE is because, like I said, it will help you detect the interactions between the variables. And by detecting the interaction between variables, it will help you to optimize the responses efficiently. So this is a safe space for you. And if you are uh, ready to level experimentation skills, just hit the subscribe button and join our growing community. Let's explore the science behind innovative experimentation. So just stay tuned uh, and wait for an exciting experience ahead. See you in the next video.